Hello and welcome to Blue Army TV. I'm sitting here after Carlisle have continued their run without a win, but with one crucial difference, and that is that instead of 0 points, we've got 1. It's not much of a difference, and we should be getting a hell of a lot longer than that, a hell of a lot more than that against a team like Grimsby. But I think there was one crucial difference in our performance today, and that is when we went behind, we didn't drop our heads and we didn't give up. We were as bad as we have been in recent weeks. We were dreadful today, but the one difference and the one positive we can take from that result today is we didn't lose for a start and we didn't give up, and that's the biggest. That's what we need right now. And I remember at certain times in that match, I was thinking of some of the midfielders we've had in the past. Like Kelvin Atuhu was one that sprung to mind, and I think we need a big, strong, tall midfielder for matches like this. Because you look at our midfielders, we've got John Mellish, Callum Guy, Taylor Charters, Dean Furman, all good midfielders on their day, but none have really got that physicality. John Mellish does, but John Mellish misses the ability to not foul. John Mellish has got the physical aspect, but always ends up fouling his man. But yeah, poor performance today overall, but it's hard not to be happy when you've scored in the 93rd minute. And a first goal for Ofrande Zanzala, and that was one of his better games. He didn't play brilliantly, but it's his first goal for Carlisle after quite a few appearances, and hopefully that starts something, because that is a result that looks really bad now, but if we go on to win our next few matches, it'll look like the turning point. And I think I don't want to say it could be the turning point because that'll jinx it, but I'm more confident going into next match, because when that goal went in, I was certain that we wouldn't score. I was certain that it would either finish 1-0 or 2-0. We wouldn't score. I thought that for certain. And Grimsby are down there for a reason. They've come into a better form recently, but they're still not an excellent team, and it should be a team that we completely just roll over. We didn't do that today, but we did get a point, which is a lot more that can be said about our last few results. And look, it just shows you how upside down our season is at the moment, where we've lost about 5 games in a row, and I'm happy about a draw with Grimsby. But it's just so nice to celebrate a goal that means something, because last week we wouldn't have scored that goal. We looked like, instead of letting ourselves down, we picked ourselves back up after the goal and just went after it, especially late on in that second half. And especially towards the end of the game, where we eventually did get the goal. Zanzala looked decent when he came on. He didn't look brilliant, but he did enough. And that's what we need from a striker. And I can't remember the last time Chris Beach made a sub, and that sub made as big an impact as Zanzala's made today. Because he helped us today, Zanzala. The team today was a bit different from recent. I thought it could have been a 3-5-2 when I was hoping it was. It wasn't. But Aaron Hayden went to playing right back, which I thought was a silly decision, unless Tanner is injured, which he might be. But another thing, Rod McDonald didn't play well today, but he made up for it by getting the assist for that goal, and it wasn't a good goal. It wasn't a great goal. It was cross across the box and a tap in from Zanzala, but I haven't celebrated a goal like that in quite a while now. It's just, I think as Carlisle fans, in the current form we're at the moment, is we're looking for anything to grasp onto. We're just looking for something, some sort of positive, and there is that to grasp onto today, and that's why I'm not as disappointed as I would have been. But yeah, we need to build on from this now. It's this result could either be brilliant or awful. If we go on to lose the next few games, then this is 2 points dropped. But if we go on to win the next few, then this looks like a turning point. And I think that last minute boost could be the confidence booster that our team needs. And although we should have won that game, and we were poor, we got a point. And that's a lot more than what can be said about a lot of our previous results. and it gives Carlisle fans something to cheer about. And I think it was nice that that happened with the new flags that are there today. And yeah, look, there was a lot of changes happening today that a lot of Carlisle fans have been asking for. Taylor Charters started, had a decent spell, but didn't make the impact that I think people were hoping for. But again, nobody in that midfield played well today. It was just getting bypassed constantly. Lots of free headers. Callum Guy was back. Didn't look his full best, but that's to be expected with having a new kid about. But look, at the end of the day, it's the +1 point that matters, and it's doubled the amount of points we've gained from losing positions, which is something that can't be said about a lot of the things. But yeah, I think it's nice to look at the positives for once. It's very difficult still, but at least we have a positive to come from today, and a positive that we can build from. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that in a bit.